Okay, this is how I converted my Hoosier Baby Daddy discus launch glider to capacitor power. This is the capacitor. It's wired into the charging socket here. I'll show you that in a second. And the wire comes up to the prop in the 8520 motor, which is 8.5 by 20 millimeters. You can get those from Banggood. You can actually get them on Amazon and so forth. And then I've got some clay here to balance things out a little bit. So that's all that's been changed here. This is just glued to the foam here. This is also, I dug out a little bit of the foam and put this in there. And the nice thing about the foam is you can adjust your angle on your motor here for down tilt as well as for slight tilt to the right or the left to handle the torque. I usually just put it on there straight because I let the torque take this up in a fairly tight circle, and then it loosens up as it the motor speed goes down, the torque goes down, and so the thing will spiral up in a tight pattern and then keep going out a little further and a little further. And we'll show you in a minute what we have for a couple of flights and some trimming flights. And of course the wiring here can be seen that I've got the positive of this coming to the center post. I've got the negative of this coming down to the, it's not too easy to see here. It's coming down to the center, the switched post, and then this is the post that has the power on it when nothing is plugged in. So there's a connection through from the capacitor's negative lead to the negative lead of the motor here. So if I plug in the plug, it doesn't turn on the motor, but it charges the capacitor. And as soon as I pull the plug out, it switches over to this one, which turns the motor on. Now you notice I have red here and blue. That's because this motor happens to be a counterclockwise motor, so I swapped the leads on it. So that's how the thing's wired, and there's no difference between that and what I had before in my build video for the discus launch version of this same model that we are looking at now. Okay, this is the first test. Looks like a good climb here. Getting pretty good height. It's about a 15-second charge. So it's looking good. Now the motor's winding down, and as it comes down, we're getting into stalling condition here. Scalloping or dolphining or whatever you want to call it. So that means the trim isn't quite right on the plane. So we made some adjustments, and now we're not climbing quite as well. But the glide's a little better, but we still have that tendency to stall on the glide. So I made some more adjustments, added a little bit of clay to the nose to bring things down a little bit. There we go. Well, my toss there wasn't very good. As you see, saw it stall out. I should have tossed it out more and up less. I'm still getting a scalloping or stalling condition there. So I'll make a little bit more nose weight on the thing and adjust the elevators a little bit. Yeah, now we're looking good. Still dropped down a little bit, but didn't totally stall out. Getting good height. And yeah, little teeny bit of stalling going on there, but not terrible. Well, needs a little bit more adjustment, I'd say. So I made a little bit more adjustment, and here we go. Ah, that's looking good. Yeah, there we go. Now it's climbing up. And it's staying in a nice flat circle. I'd say it's probably 40 feet in the air, something like that. For this large of a model, the 8520 is just adequate. It's not perfect. Whoops, now it's going straight. As I said, it spirals out.